So if you want to be a profitable trader, you can always copy my strategy in this video. So I've got around an 80% win rate over the past year and over 100k of payouts using this strategy, and I'm going to show you what it is. These are the rules. Really, really simple. Literally couldn't be simpler. I just wait for a sweep of sell side, and then I just target buy side every single time. Really, really easy. As you can see, we create ourselves a really obvious swing low here, which is sell side. We come down and we sweep it. We get this nice 3-candle V shape on the 5 minute. You can see here, these are my rules. I look for the sweep. I'm targeting buy side always. I'm looking for a bullish reaction after the sweep. We've got ourselves a nice bit of momentum, an inverted fair value gap, and a 3-candle pattern V shape here. You can see we basically create ourselves 1, 2, 3. We create this nice fair value gap, which I've marked here. And then we inverse it on the next candle with a lovely, lovely close after coming down here, sweeping liquidity, getting a nice bullish recovery from this area. And then all I do is I just enter once we close above that gap like this, targeting a 1-for-1. You can see on this one, we pretty much hit the 1-for-1 here. This one was a bit of a weird one though. You could have actually held this for longer and still got the 1-for-1 eventually. But I actually got, what I do is I always try and hit 1R and then I scale half and go break even. For me personally, this was a scale half break even trade, but you could have held this, you can see, for a 2-to-1 or even a 3-to-1 if you had conviction. We never closed back below this gap, which is my condition for a loss. So say for example we come down here. Let's say I enter this trade here on this candle and then it comes down and closes back below the gap. I'll close that for a loss. I tend to risk about $200 per trade on my stack of 30 accounts, which I copy trade. And you can see here, this one hit a 1R. So realistically, for me, because I'm keeping my stop a bit tighter on this day because the conditions are so bad, we hit the 1R. I scaled $100 on each account and then I got break even on the rest. But you could have held this for a while. You could have been in this trade for like an hour or so, and then you would have ended up coming up and getting a 2R, maybe a 3R, depending on where your stop loss was in terms of where you were willing to close. But you can see here, we never closed below this 5 minute, and then eventually, once we got to the next macro, we pumped to the upside, and that was a good trade. And this is literally all I do, guys, every single damn time that I take a trade. There was also another one here. Let's just take a quick look at this one as well before I round off this video, because there's no need to waffle on at you. You can just join my free Discord down below if you want more information about the strategy, or you can get the WAP if you want alerts for the trades that I take. There's another one here. As you can see, we come down, we sweep the sell side, we get a really bullish reaction. We're kind of grinding to the upside here. We come down, we sweep the low, we get a bullish reaction. I really like this one because of how bullish this candle was. And you can see this is about a 1-to-1 to this really obvious buy side, which is this wick here. So this made sense to target. And you can see, I like this one because of the reaction. We didn't get a 3-candle V shape on this one. We actually got 1, 2, 3. You can see here, we create the gap. We actually got 1 candle and then the second candle. So it's a 4-candle V shape. Not quite as good, but this one sold me because we had really big momentum and a very bullish reaction to this low, as you can see. And this one would have worked, as you can see, quite easily and quite nicely to the 1-to-1. Scale half here, go break even. I didn't take this, unfortunately, because I was asleep when this one triggered. I usually wake up at about 8 AM, so you can see I would have missed this one. But this one made a lot of sense, in my opinion. And basically this one you could have held for runners for basically all day. I mean, this one could have gone for, you can see how far it would have gone. And there was actually another trade straight after this, but I didn't take it personally, but I'll show you this one as well. Not a very obvious trade, but it's the same principle yet again. So we create ourselves, we're coming up here, we create ourselves a swing low here, we sweep this liquidity here, and we actually come down and just about, I think, swept this low here as well. This is on the NASDAQ, but I do trade NQ, and on NQ this low was swept. And it's the same principle again. Fair value gap, we sweep sell side, we wait for the bullish reaction, we get the inverted fair value gap, we enter on the close. Stop loss is a manual close halfway between the low and the gap. We target 1R, 1R gets hit, scale half here, leave runners for the rest. You could have got 3 or 4R out of this before it probably got break even back here, as you can see. Another great trade, and they just do this over and over again, and you can go and find this. If people, a lot of people have been asking, and I do find that the 5 minute is the best for me. Recently, the price action, because we're all-time highs, has not been great. We've not really been getting any pullbacks where you could have got sweeps and continuations, as you can see here. We've pretty much just been grinding to the upside or pumping to the upside during the day. But this is my strategy, and I do this over and over again, and that's why I've got an 80% win rate. I wait for the proper good setups. I get 3 or 4 good setups a week. I've only actually got 1 setup so far this week that was good because we are at all-time highs. But you can see the idea, right? You're basically just waiting for a sweep of sell side, targeting buy side. As you can see, the price action recently has not been great. But when the price action is good, this strategy absolutely cooks. And you just have to be patient, just like with anything. And right now, I'm being patient and following my rules. And I'm sure we'll get pullbacks at some point, maybe today here, where we come back to this area maybe and then get longs. But right now, strategy is absolutely cooked over the past few months. Got like 15 winners and maybe 2 or 3 losses. So that's about an 80% win rate. And the RR is like 2, 3, maybe 4 RR at this point. So if you need more info, join the free Discord down below. We're doing a giveaway in there soon for Lucid accounts. And if you want to get alerts for my trades, you can get them in the WAP in the description below. Go check it out. And I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.